Today we'll be taking a look at this 3000 nit 7-inch monitor from Osee. Osee, I believe that's how you say it. This is their T7 Ultrabright monitor. And just by the way, the brightness level is turned all the way to 0 because if it turned it up all the way up to 10, it would get all blown out. As you know, with the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K cameras, the screen looks fine right now, but when you go outside, you can't see it. You can't use that. You need an external monitor that's bright enough, and that's why I've been using this Osee T7. And just a disclaimer, this product was sent to me for review. All right, so let's get started and talk about it. I've been going out on film shoots, and it's super useful to have 3000 nits when you're outside. It's just, you can look at the screen. You don't need a monitor hood to look at it. With my Ninja 5, I mean, that one is 1000 nit and it's pretty bright. I would say it's pretty bright, but not as bright as the Osee T7. Now, it's not fair to compare the Ninja 5 to this Osee T7 because they're different monitors. I mean, the selling feature alone of this is the brightness level and the 7-inch screen. The Ninja 5, you can do more. You can do recording, and there's so many other features packed into it. But what's nice about this is just it makes it easier to look at the screen, especially when the sun is right above you. You know how hard it is to tell whether you're exposed correctly or whether you're in focus. There's a feature here built into the Osee called peaking, which is not the same as focus assist. Focus assist gives you like red lines around the things that are in focus. This one, the peaking, if you turn it on, it adds extra contrast and sharpness to the image, and I try to keep it on all the time. That feature alone is super useful whenever you're filming. It is not touchscreen, but I've seen that monitors that have touchscreen capabilities, they're usually not as bright. They can't get this bright, and if they can, they're usually pretty pricey. This one comes in at around $425 US. Again, the price might change in the future. So given the price point and the 3000 nits, I would say is a pretty good price. So the monitor is made out of plastic, but it doesn't feel super cheap. It's actually lightweight plastic, but it feels robust. I like that. Another thing about it is that when you flip the screen or you flip the monitor, it'll auto rotate on its own. That's pretty awesome. Instead of having to dig through the menus, it does it for you. Now, talking about the monitor resolution is 1920 by 1200. The colors look great. They're contrasty. They're nice to look at. I have no complaints about the picture quality. I like looking at the screen. Actually, when I was comparing it to my Ninja 5, I noticed that the Ninja 5, the highlights, you kind of lose them. And that might be because of firmware updates. I noticed that sometimes you do a firmware update on the Ninja 5 and the colors look different. So anyways, again, I'm trying not to compare it, but I really like the colors on this monitor. And one thing that I really love, and it's pretty small, is that to turn it on, you just flip a switch. You flip it on and you can flip it off. I don't like having monitors that you have to hold the button for like 2 seconds in order to turn it on, or if you want to turn it off, you hold for another 2 seconds. I've often, I'm pressing on a button and it's like 1 and then 1.5 seconds and you let go and the monitor didn't turn on. That really bothers me when I'm doing run and gun shoots or I'm out, filming myself, even for these YouTube videos, and I'm pressing and it's like, and it doesn't turn on because you didn't hold it for a full 2 seconds. I just like flipping it on. That's a little small quirk, but it matters to me. To control the monitor, it's all here in the joystick. If you press down, that's where you can set the brightness level, the backlight. It goes from 0 to 10. Let me show you all the way up. It's probably going to blow out. So let me turn it all the way down, so otherwise you can't look at the screen. There. Then if you go up, you can zoom in 2 and 4 times into the screen. I love that. And then if you go to the right or left, there's different modes you can set. So for instance, this mode or this scene, I put the spectrum false colors. If you go to the right, this is another scene. This is the RE false colors with grid lines, and you can set whatever features you want to turn on, and you can flip through different scenes. Here I set zebras, like 65, I believe. That way I can tell exposure on people with lighter skin. Now I have another one that's like, I believe 45, that's people with darker skin. So I can set zebras depending on the person that I'm trying to expose for, making sure that I have those. So different scenes. I love that. Some of the other standard features you're gonna find that I don't use as much are things like waveform, audio levels, vector scope, anamorphic mode. You can upload your own LUTs, stuff like that. Those are all really cool, but I just don't touch them as much. So in the box, you're also gonna find a power adapter. You can plug it to the wall, and also different plugs. So depending on which country you're in, you can just switch out the plug. There's also a D-tap power adapter, which I often end up using whenever I'm using a V-mount battery. You can power it that way. In the back, you can see you can power it with SONY MPF batteries, which I'm pretty sure most of us, if you're a filmmaker, you have a bunch of those laying around. So I like that. So who's this monitor for? I would recommend it to anyone who's in the market for a monitor that's super bright, that you can use when the sun is up and it's midday. You're gonna be able to see this without a monitor HUD. I mean, I really enjoy using it in my work. I do filmmaking professionally, and I mean, I've used it and I haven't had any issues. I like that it's lightweight, so it doesn't add extra weight to my whole rig. And also, I mean, if you don't want to break the bank, definitely priced at $425. It's a good price point given everything you're given. I really enjoy working with scenes and zooming in and the peaking features. I mean, it's hard really to complain about it. So definitely, if you want to check it out, there'll be links in the description. If you have any questions about it, please ask away. I'll be sure to answer. As always, I appreciate you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.